boy back. Now they want to talk about some crisis in confidence. Like, damn, we lost the first game, 1-3 in a row. They talking about crisis in confidence. Like, what's really hood with them? But how y'all doing on this lovely Sunday? What y'all up to? Me, I'm just bringing y'all some content. You feel me? Bringing y'all some content. Bringing y'all some content, shorty. Okay, who tired? Left in, right in. Why DJ Moore always be tired, bro? Not even getting the ball, bro. How you tired? Damn, them boys cold. They cold. They that good. Thank you for letting me know it's a trap game. And then you just had like 3 catches last game. Am I tripping? Well, you might have didn't. Yeah, yeah, 4 catches. He had 4 catches straight. I don't know what he talking about, but okay. Rookie developing nicely. this damn goofy ass pass rush again.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss.
It's
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Right away, here's Garoppolo to throw it.
Oh, we got it.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there. They've got a ways to go now on 3rd down. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs.
Oh, my God. This game.
Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields steps away. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm. On play action, Fields.
That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The Bears at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Fields on 3rd down. Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And he will have the Bears first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Robert Spillane able to bring him down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Fields throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Play number 9 set to come here in the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll run with Foreman. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Fields going to keep it once more.
Oh, Lord, nobody wanted to block.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Now Fields. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Fields.
Get in there,
and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Bucker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try to protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Renfro. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense...
Now Garoppolo lost the football. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Take it in at the 11. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap, Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Oh, Lord, why you throwing like that?
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And oh, it coughed it up. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
On third down, Herbert. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the gun, here's Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was Robert Tonyan capping it all off on the touchdown grab. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them? It's time. Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. So a mistake there, Charles, from the rookie pass rusher.
And oftentimes when you make the jump from college to the NFL, you have to adjust to the rules. But in this case, the rule's no different than in college. Once the ball's gone, you can't continue on and get your shot in. That's one where you have to have some discipline. And even though he's a rookie, he really should know better.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. It's Myers again with another catch. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. On first down, Fields.
Oh,
That pass complete to Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a first down throw, Fields.
damn.
And the Raiders have got him. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. To try again after the sack. Fields. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. On first and 10, it's Herbert. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks and totals end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we come upon halftime here at... Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're on top here as they've got the football first and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Holding, offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have in that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Oh,
and he can't escape, and down he goes. Chandler Jones, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first.
Okay, Stream, I'm back.
By an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Fields.
Oh, come here, come here. Oh!
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Oh, they blocking. Look at that, Ringo.
Taken right around the 44. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Now a play fake. Garoppolo looking deep for Adams.
Jump. Oh,
that's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Cut back. Oh.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
2nd and 11 now. On play action, now Garoppolo.
Oh, Lord. Hold
it's
him.
caught. And now look at
this.
He dropped Big gain, but a fumble.
You declining that.
And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now, let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense, drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 24, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Off play action, Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. for Herbert. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. Throws the out route and finds Claypool. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Here's a give to Herbert. Rashad Fenton, the one to bring him down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. 2nd and 5 now. Fields. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And that's complete to Adams.
Go ahead.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
Damn.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
He wants the
Oh, Lord.
Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try to get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle.
Oh, my.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Herbert.
Damn.
He'll be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Here we go on 4th down.
Oh. Do that. No.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 40-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment as it's a first down.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the fourth quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Herbert once more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They'll run. It's Herbert. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. Back to throw. Fields. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. On the option left is Fields. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. All eyes on Fields. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Herbert. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Robert Spillane, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Herbert.
Oh, how you miss him, stupid?
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is all that decides it. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end. Oh, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home.
They tried to get me. Tight team got a band, huh? Until next week, week 7. Oh, there go Minnesota. Minnesota. Oh, I got a breakout running receiver and breakout running back. Okay. Oh yeah, we finna play this stream. Hold on, we got to play this. Hold on, let me go and get me another one of them you digs. All right, stream. I'm busy back. Let me see who all got shit now. Oh, the whole squad. Well, not the whole squad, but weekly strategy. Hold on, stream. Oh man, screen. Just called me and stopped talking. Yo. I don't know what happened. Oh well. On with this game. All right, let's do our weekly. What's the name first? And that's the only one that's tied. Oh, wait a minute. That Neil Hunter. Now Mooney tied. What is his coverage? What is his zone coverage? 73. That could be better, bro. 90. He developing too. We got receiver. We got to go into Minnesota and do all this.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC North. It's the Bears and the Vikings, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Cousins looking to put it up right away.
Oh,
And his
that's
first pass is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins.
Get that move.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Oh, go get him, Mooney. Oh.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
2nd and 10. Fields again.
Oh, no, let him catch.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This defense for the Vikings, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Oh, no.
And that will be incomplete.
Something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 20. Now
he got it!
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned at ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Down the field and complete to Mooney. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Herbert. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. That'll be 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
From the 27, Fields. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. This is Herbert. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Come on, man. I can't get off of that. Knock it down.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Pulled in at the 24.
Oh, you good.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. The Chicago offense set to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
I got you, baby.
I got you, baby.
Play action. It's Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down, Bears.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A Play fake, now Fields to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Up the middle they go. Herbert. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
This drive is turning into an extended one. And the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll go again with Herbert. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And the third down conversion, 5 yards in the play.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Herbert. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Now Fields.
Oh, shit. Get out of there, Justin. Get out of there.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Play fake. Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They go play action. Cousins bulldozes past him. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Catch catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now Cousins on 4th down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. And they keep those sticks moving. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play.
He didn't catch it, ref. Oh, he didn't catch it. The ref say he didn't catch it.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge is successful one. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Cousins on 3rd and 2. They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And he will have the Vikings first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. On play action, Cousins. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, it's Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Running for it. Here's Cook. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Left side complete. That's Osborne. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Yeah.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Come on, bro.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
This game weak.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Automatic
Yeah, the
first down.
force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
Cousins to throw it. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Oh!
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
3rd and goal for Cousins.
Yeah.
And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium. Houston on the road, taking on Baltimore. And it's the Texans out in front as that one is just about to halftime. Teddy Bridgewater with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Derrick Henry, the lone touchdown there.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach. Welcome, everyone, back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were winners last week, defeating the Raiders, and right now they're in the driver's seat here as they start off 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
One play action. Fields.
Oh, shit.
Forced out to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dean Lowry. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Off play action. Fields.
Ah, come on.
Incomplete on the
How's
deep
it
ball. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Oh, commit. Oh, I'm just killing.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Cousins on 1st down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd.
Yeah,
He's
kill
gonna get this one
it.
down to Cook. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taking it about the 16. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Let's go. Come on, Mooney, you gotta catch that.
But this one is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Fields.
Oh, my God.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Cousins. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Cousins.
No catch.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. Complete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. To throw, Cousins.
Damn. And then jumped on his back.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Off the play fake, Cousins.
Get him, big fella.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Wormley. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Cousins.
Got him.
He's going to be
Is that Wormley?
and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Chris Wormley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Might have found that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw again on second down. Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now out comes Minnesota. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
92 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking.
Touchdown! Jarnell Mooney, 27 yards. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 24.
Bears 24,
Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It will come out to the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it second down. Cousins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw is Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Cousins again. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 right at the 40. Throwing is Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Cousins gives way to Cook. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a second and 3. Throwing, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Third and short yardage. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. K.J. Osborne from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Cousins will try and throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line. And the try for 2, unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
On first down, Herbert.
And he's got it to about the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Another carry for Herbert on second down.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Oh, man.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now it's Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Herbert, a good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Up the middle they go. Herbert, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert with his
his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Butker on for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown. Oh, did the Bears get it? They did. Chicago football.
Damn,
There you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. If they got it, I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football. And
But we'll be back, y'all, later on. We out.